Hello, people from around the universe. I am your host, the Italian Ace, and it is good to be back. Back from where, you may ask? Well, back from vacation, and also back from being sick with a cold that took away my voice and my ability to record at the worst possible time. Because, of course, I would get sick as the new games drop. Like, go figure. Anyway, I am super excited to talk about some Scarlet and Violet stuff. Really quickly, I want to address the fact that yes, I'm in my Christmas attire, and yes, the whole background is more Christmassy, and I know that this video may come out on Thanksgiving, but that's fine, because it's the Christmas season, because the Rockettes, which I went to see in New York, had their first show already, so it's the Christmas season, and fight me about it, I will not budge. Anyway, this is not why you're here, I don't think. You are here to listen to me talk about two of my new all-time favorite Pokemon. And so let's get right down to it. But of course, before we do that, cue my intro. Did that sound like Jingle Bells? I don't know. Anyway, this is also new. He's gonna be here with me for the video because Score Bunny is, kind of the channel mascot with the whole Cinderace thing, and he's also festive. Regardless, let's start this off by talking about the first of the two Pokemon in question, that being the one and only Quaquaval, which I know has gotten somewhat mixed receptions from the community, and I can understand why, because it's definitely not for everyone. I will not lie to you about that. However, let me put this down real quick. However, I think it is actually a fantastic Pokemon. I truly do. I mean, look. It is a bit out there in terms of its design. But when you're someone like me, whose favorite thing in the world is ballroom dancing, this is perfect. Because at first I thought it was going to be based off of like maybe a flamenco dancer, with this being Spain and all that. But he's based off of a Samba dancer. Which also clicked with me as to why he's Quaquaval, because it's kind of like Carnival. So I mean, it's awesome. Samba's one of my favorite dances. As soon as I saw the evolution, because I tried to not look at that before it released, I was blown away. It is so good. And it has Moxie as its hidden ability. You best believe he's going to be on my competitive team. I mean, both of these guys are, which is going to be hard to fit with their typing, but Terra types are a thing for a reason, I guess. But yeah, he's going to be on the team, and man, he's so good. I love Quaquaval so much, really. And the design, just like, I know it's not for everyone, but for me, it is basically the perfect design for a dancing duck starter Pokemon, if that makes sense. And I wasn't expecting that. When I heard that a lot of the starters, except for Fuecoco, I guess, were going to be very humanoid, I'm like, oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about all that. But actually, Quaquaval looks pretty damn good, so I'm very excited. Also, my voice is still not completely back, if you can tell, but that's okay, because I wanted to record, and I just had to share with you guys this joy that I'm feeling right now. But let's get to the actual specifics as to why. I mean, my first ever routine with ballroom dancing was a Samba. And again, it's one of my favorite dances. And this guy, I mean, he's just moving the whole time. You just see him on screen, he's just like chilling and like, oh my god, it's so good. And he's good competitively too. Like, you just have Moxie combined with its signature move, Aqua Step. Give it one turn to set up. It's crazy. It's actually insane how good this Pokemon can be. So I am very excited. I'm already thinking of like pairing him up with Rillaboom or Amoonguss or I guess Incineroar too, something like that. It's gonna go nuts. Like, really. I'm just super interested to see how well this Pokemon will do competitively. And like, is it the perfect design? I guess technically not, but To me, it is, and that's what matters. I mean, I'm tempted to make a video ranking every single Scarlet and Violet Pokemon. I really am, and just like tell you all of my thoughts on these because there are so many bangers in this game. There really are. Some of them miss, and they miss quite badly, but the ones that hit, are really good. And speaking of, let's move on to the second one. And this came out of nowhere. I didn't even know that this was a Pokemon that was coming into the game. But wow. Palafin. Palafin. Really? I mean, it is just crazy how perfect this Pokemon is for me. And you might be wondering, well, why is that? And ironically enough, it has to do with ballroom dancing again. This needs a bit of a background story, I guess, or backstory. Why did I say background story? I don't know. Backstory. It is just... Okay. I just had a showcase a week and a half ago at this point, and I was doing my first ever Jive routine. And Jive is like my favorite dance right now, you know? And I was doing it to the song Zero to Hero from Hercules. And wouldn't you know it, Palafin, which is also partly based on the Paladin, which is my favorite class in D&D, Palafin has a Zero form and a Hero form. He literally goes from Zero to Hero, and he looks so cool doing it. Like, have you seen this design? This one right here? Okay, yeah. Alright. That's insane. I mean, I already was like, well, I'm really gonna get anything that's gonna crack my top 10 for Scarlet and Violet in terms of favorite Pokemon. I wasn't sure, because you never know with a new generation. I mean, last gen had Cinderace, so you know, this guy, well, when he's fully evolved, but also as a Scorbunny. And so I was like, there's no way that we're gonna get something as good. And I guess technically Cinderace is still my favorite Pokemon, but like, I mean, these two, are they gonna be my number 2 and 3? They might be. I have to think about it some more, but like, wow, they are so good. And this guy, again, is just, like, he's good competitively. You do have to do some shenanigans. Let's just be honest. But, I mean, you just like flip turn 1, boom. You know? Am I crazy? Like, Choice Scarf him, flip turn, put, well, either you Choice Scarf him, flip turn, and then you, like, Terastallize him into any type, maybe fighting, you know, close combat sounds pretty nice on this guy. Or you could just do something like, I don't know, Choice Band, and then just spam the Jet Punch. I mean, that sounds pretty good. To me, that sounds pretty good, but we'll see exactly how it's going to work. I think it's going to be a bit one-dimensional in terms of, like, you have to either Scarf him or ban him. Maybe you could use Life Orb. We'll see. I'll have to play around with that. But, I mean, he's going to hit like a freight train. Like, let's just be honest here, right? And he looks so incredible. This one, I think most people can agree, is actually just a fantastic design. Because, like, dolphins are great. But then you turn him into a superhero. Like, I don't know. Again, for me, it has a special place in my heart because of the whole Zero to Hero thing, but just in general, it looks so good. It looks so good. I don't know. Wow. Anyway, that is the video. It is very scatterbrained because I am having some bigger videos that are going to be releasing soon for Scarlet and Violet, going over more of my thoughts on the games as a whole. I'm having them kind of planned in my head right now, and I still have to figure out how exactly I want to do them. But I wanted to get something out to you guys right now, and I figured what better way to come back to the whole YouTube thing. I act as if I've been gone for a year. It's been 2 weeks, but still. What better way than talking about 2 of my new all-time favorite Pokemon, because these guys are easily in my top 10. Easily. And it is insane. They are so good. But yeah. Again, I'm just excited and I wanted to share it with you guys. And let me know what you guys think of these 2 guys and of all of the Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet. Again, I might make a video just on that. So if you want to see that, or you just want to share your opinion down below, let me know. Because, like, I really do think some of the Pokemon that were introduced are so incredible. So, yeah. Let me know what you guys think, because these games, they're quite the roller coaster. And I'll talk about that in my future video. But, yeah, when it comes to the stuff that they get right, they really nail it. Regardless, I hope you have a great rest of your day and a great Thanksgiving if it does come out on Thanksgiving. If not, let me know how your Thanksgiving was. And if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, then Merry Christmas, because we're almost there, guys. It is the holiday season. Or Happy Hanukkah, or anything really that you celebrate at this time of year. And I hope to see you all in the next video. And if you want to see more Pokemon content, then please, I do recommend subscribing. But until then, remember to follow the way of the Ace. See ya!